This morning, Sean Payton was talking about, historically, when New England gets ahead in the turnover margin, they've got this like crazy like 90+% win percentage. Um, I know y'all put a heavy emphasis on turnovers every day. It's like a big part of the organization, but in this week in particular, going against a team like this, how important is that just to keep that in check and be ahead in that battle?
Yeah, I think Luke. I think you said it the best, man. That's important every week. But we know that this team, pretty much like our team, has been very successful when they win the turnover battle. So we have to make sure that we're on top of that and focusing on ball security and making great decisions.
Is that different here than in other places you've been with other coaches you've worked with? Just the amount of effort and kind of that goes into ball security in practice, all that
No,
stuff.
no. I think all around the league, they preach that. That's the first thing that a head coach will address the team and say, "Hey, man, for us to win this game, we have to win the turnover battle." And it starts with taking care of the football, and then you can plan and play off of that. So I think every team is saying the same thing.
John DeShazer.
Hey, Jameis. You've had great games in your NFL career. You've had some games that you probably won't have back. What have you learned throughout your career that you carry from those games, even now?
I think the biggest thing is just having the energy and bouncing back, building on the positives and eliminating the mistakes. Not having that same mistake show up. Not having that same action show up. Ultimately, the main thing is going out there and competing and being your best. But you don't want to have the same thing show up throughout the course of a season.
Mike Triplett.
Jameis, I know you talk so much, we all talk so much about decision making in the offseason. What was your review of that game? I know obviously some of the issues crept up during some extraordinary negative circumstances.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is being in better first down and second down efficiency, not putting yourself in a position to make plays at the end of the game where you have to push the ball down the field. Understanding just because you're capable of making a play doesn't mean you necessarily should make it. I think it starts with just the overall rhythm of the game as an offense, as myself, and just going out there and executing.
Nick Underhill.
James, what are some of the things that stand out to you about their defense and some of the things they're able to do in their secondary, and just specifically J.C. Jackson's ball skills?
Yeah, I think the entire secondary has elite ball skills. I think the way that they do things personnel-wise, they get you in dime. They have a lot of defensive backs on the field because they want those guys either playing man, matching up well against your personnel, or having great vision on the quarterback, being able to cover a lot of ground in their zone drops. So I think they are a great coach team. Obviously, that speaks volumes because they have the longest tenure head coach in the NFL. But I think they do a good job of matching personnel, and their DBs do a good job of finding the football and coming down with it.
Amy Just.
Hey Jamie, sorry if this has already been asked, but now that you've watched film from last week at least once or twice, what stands out to you from that, and how can you move forward?
I think the biggest thing, Amy, is just being better on first and second down to give ourselves a great chance percentage-wise on third downs. Developing a rhythm will be the second thing. Just making sure that we're trying to constantly stay in good down and distance, move the ball, execute third down so we can keep drives sustained. And the third thing would just be communication, making sure that everybody is getting a call, making sure that everybody's on the same page so that we all can play fast and execute to our highest level.
Yeah, Jameis, particularly in the protections, how much have you guys looked at that and sort of diagnosed what you didn't do well maybe in the protections? And are you guys confident you can fix those issues this week?
Yeah, we are, and Douglas, that's communication. We just have to get on top of the communication making sure that everyone is getting the right call and making sure that I'm back there constructing everything and getting everybody lined up and getting everybody sliding the right way. But I'm confident in one, in our offensive line, because we have the best offensive line in the NFL, and two, in me being able to handle that process and communicate to those guys effectively so we can get the protection where it should be.
Got time for a couple more. Luke Johnson.
If I remember correctly, like when you were picking where to go, you saw New Orleans as a place that had Sean Payton, who's been here a long time, right? And obviously him and Bill Belichick have been in the NFL a long time at the places they're at. I'm curious, just from a player perspective, when you see somebody who's been doing that for so long, like what kind of level of respect does that bring when somebody's been at a place for 15, 20 years?
Well, I think just the respect that I have for this game in general, when you have a head coach that's been doing this for a very long time, and not just as a head coach, but he's been a coordinator in this league for a long time. Like, you just respect the value that they bring to the game, and ultimately, the players that he's coached, and just his culture of winning and his Super Bowls, and same thing with Sean, man. You respect everyone who helped pave the way for this game to evolve to the way that it is now. And you don't take that stuff for granted, and you go out there and you still have to compete against them. Like, I still had to compete against Sean when I was in across down in the Bay, going against Sean every year. So you still got to just have that mindset to come and win and compete, but still you just respect and value who they are as a person and definitely their career.
Jeff Nowak.
Hey, Jameis. So this team has always seemed to be one that bounces back well from tough losses, and so as a team leader, what, if anything, kind of changes the week after a loss compared to the week after a win?
Yeah, you just trust the process, man, and you, like I say, you clean up the mistakes and you build on the positive. That's the main thing. This team, we're a winning team. We know how to win. We're resilient, and we're going to be that. We just have to execute a little bit better. Communicate a little bit better, and get the job done.
Mike Triplett.
Jameis, obviously you've all talked a lot about communication, and you mentioned something after the game, I think, about wanting to be louder and more affirmative. How will your role change in improved communication? Is there anything you want to do differently in that sense?
Yeah, just have a little bit more command. Make sure that everyone is hearing me clearly and clean, so that we can play a little bit faster.